Yo, so what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sleepers and Supercars. It's your boy Big Rich, back in the mix once again. And today we are on our way. We've got my daughters in the car. Yeah, this is T, she's the new channel host. I'll introduce her later. But we're currently on our way to Retro RESUS. We're going to pick up the Audi S3 Supercar Destroyer. A lot's happened with that car. I've not been on this channel for months. I've not really updated anybody. Obviously all my closer friends, they know what's happened to the car, what's been going on. But I've kind of just took myself away from everything. I've just been doing my own thing because we have had problems, like major problems. But you know, finally this is the first step to getting the car back, running it in again, and then we can hopefully finally close this chapter. But stay tuned. I'm going to get back on the camera when we reach the destination.
Sleepers and Supercars. Oh my!
Arrived at Retro RESUS, me and my daughter. Come to pick up the car. So literally, I'll have to explain the story on the way, on the drive back. But we're picking up the car. I can't rag it because we've got to do quite a lot of miles first and log everything. Yeah, but we're finally getting the car back after it must be about 6 months. And this other weapon here, the S1, Vonce's S1 is, whee! I say fire, destroying things out on the street. Right guys, so I've not been online at all and really explained to people, except for close friends, what actually happened with this car. So my loyal followers, you'd see that I've not been online for about 6 months. The last time I posted, we were meant to be going to Castle Coombe. It was a VAG day. I think it was an awesome GTI day at Castle Coombe. I was meant to be going on track with all the boys. I had given my car back to Tom on the Tuesday and I said to him, look, I'm not really happy with the gear changes. I'm not happy with certain things. I want you to turn up the boost. He gave me warnings. He did explain things to me. You know, we got a new clutch pack. So he put the MK7 clutch pack in the car. He turned the power up, he ran it in. You know, the night before he was at Retro RESUS working on not just this car, but the S1 you just saw. James Cox's white S3 you would have seen before. Till 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, there's not many companies that would do that. There's not many companies that will stay and put in the work like these guys put in the work for their customers. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm putting any blame on Retro RESUS, because 100% I am not. You know, at the time when what happened, I was very angry. I was very stressed. You know, you've put a lot of money into a car and you don't expect things to go wrong. Obviously my car knowledge is not what I thought it was, because I was just under the assumption that if you forge a car, that's it, it's bulletproof. As the story goes, we all went to go pick up our cars at 3 o'clock. You know, 3 guys driving back. You know, I'd done a couple pulls. I tried to get a draggy run. Myself and the S1, we lined up next to each other, put my foot down, and that was it. Bang. At the time, I just thought, it might be a coolant leak. It might just be a problem. After getting the car back home and you know, looking at it, it was clear that there was a major problem. Managed to get it towed back to Tom at Retro RESUS when all the dust had settled, and yeah, the block had cracked on cylinder 4. You know, now I've spoken to Tom, I understand that, you know, even from the manufacturers, even from the warehouse, from Audi, there can be imperfections in the block which can cause it to crack at any time. Now you imagine tripling the boost in the car, tripling the power, you know, it's just gone bang. So at the time I was just like, forget it, you know, I'm going to break the car for parts, I'm going to sell it. But after the dust settled and I just stabilized my mood, you know, I spoke to Tom. Tom, you know, gave me some harsh truths I needed to hear, to be honest. You know, I love the guy. He is definitely a people pleaser, and he likes to tell you, you know, good things. He likes to sell the dream, you know. But one thing I can say is Tom never lies to you, and he was brutally honest and told me exactly how things are. And you know, we decided to get a new block. We decided to overbore it. We decided to sleeve it, give it that extra security, and try again. So that's where we're at now. The car, literally, I have to run in about 500 miles. I'll probably do 1,000 this week, to be fair. give it back to Tom. If everything's cool, they can log it. You know, they can let me go on my way. This is my daughter, Talia May. She's very, very nervous, but she's wanted to do YouTube with me for a while. And I figured that this is a great way to bring the channel back. I want my daughter to take on the reins. She's going to be the new channel host. And it's a way of us bonding, you know? She loves cars, not as much as me, but I'm trying to train her up. I don't have any boys. She's my eldest daughter. I love her dearly, so I need to train her up before she's 16 so she can get involved in the mix. So she will be taking the reins tomorrow. We're meant to be going to Santa Pod Raceway for a VAG day. So yeah, stay tuned. But if you see me out there on the road, please do not edge me on, because I cannot race. And I don't want to give you smoke right now. You can save that for later.